Well, hey everybody, I'm Jan Erickson from Stepping Aside, and welcome to Esoteric and Magical Influences for the 1st through the 7th day of August 2021. Well, I had the best day ever. My husband and I did yesterday. We spent the day with our kids and our grandchildren. It was our youngest grandchild's, our grandson's second birthday, and 2 weeks earlier, it was our granddaughter's fourth birthday, so they celebrated yesterday as a joint birthday party. And we just had the best time. And I know every grandparent says that about their grandchildren, but it was just, I mean, I don't even know what to say. It was so good. It was just the best thing ever. And we took them down some eggs and also some raspberries. Grandpa picked some raspberries for them because Grandma was trying to deal with the zucchini. And so Grandpa picked the raspberries and we took them down there and along with some presents, and I guess they sent us a picture this morning of our grandson eating the raspberries and our granddaughter eating a plate of eggs this morning. So anyway, it was very cool. We had a great time. So anyhow, today on the first day of August, it's a Sunday. And we have a one energy, which is new beginnings and wholeness and unity. We have Sawillo as the rune, Conjunctio as the geomancy rune. Conjunctio is going to be about joining. Sawillo is an as above, so below rune, and it's the rune of the will or the rune of the sun. So it's about clarity and awakening. The moon's in Taurus. No active human design channels at 8 a.m. this morning. The sun governs magic, and the favorability is excellent. So you're going to align with others on a new shared path on Sunday as you take control by allowing higher self to inform your perceptions. Make agreements with others and move forward with expectations for a positive outcome. Routine is favored with the moon in Taurus. However, be sure to take time for relaxation and renewal lest a situation arises that triggers more revelation than you might like. Truth may come to light either as a result of circumstances or because you simply cannot contain it any longer. If so, be sure that you speak with grace and integrity for the best results. That was happening last week, and it's also happening this week where, you're going to be dealing with some uncomfortable truth, but it has to happen. So just allow it and get what you can out of it. And if it's some changes you need to make, don't beat yourself up about it. Just do what you need to do. Let that stuff go and move on. Let's see the placement in Sunday's human design chart of both the sun and Mercury. It's a correlating one. It's the same. Suggests a withdrawal may be required so that your values and perception shifts from ego to that of spirit. Again, we saw that with the influence of of Sawillo today as well. It's time to be vigilant in overcoming carelessness and to proceed on in a manner that doesn't threaten a positive outcome. Now, Monday the 2nd, that's a 2 energy, so balance, cause and effect, reciprocity. The rune is Al-Yis. This is a rune of protection and of drawing higher self into your awareness. The geomancy rune is Albus, or sage, or wise individual, or wisdom. The moon is in Taurus until it transitions into Gemini at 1:47 in the morning. No human design channels active on Monday, and the magical focus the moon governs, and favorability is excellent on Monday for work and magic. Express yourself with wisdom and grace on Monday while applying reason to the current situation at hand. Allow your perceptions to shift toward a higher level of understanding and draw inspiration from the collective aspect of self. With the moon now in Gemini, ideas are going to flow well. And in the 10th house, that's a career and all of that, particularly so on the career front. That said, you may want to keep your opinions to yourself on Monday so that tension doesn't spill over into your interactions with coworkers. Again, uncomfortable truths might be coming out. Compassion and empathy will go a long way to diffusing conflict and also to getting your message across, in a way that doesn't threaten other people. Know that a collaborative approach will draw support from others, as will the sincere recognition of what others bring to the table, including leadership skills. Be realistic about what can be accomplished and withdraw if more details are needed on Monday. On Tuesday the 3rd, we have a 3 energy: mind, body, spirit balance, creativity, attention to details. The rune is Tiwaz, or the spiritual warrior within. And the geomancy rune is Puella. And Puella is going to be scattered little girl energy. Oh, it's alerting me. That's right. It's Lammas today. I forgot to say that. Happy Lammas to everyone if you celebrate. This is the first of 3 basically harvest holidays, and it's you can celebrate by observing the harvest that's coming in from your garden, or if you have, lots of flowers growing in your yard, you can take a stock of that, or any other kinds of things that might denote harvest in your lives. Things that are coming to conclusion, that you're going to celebrate, and all of that. You can do that today. But on Tuesday the 3rd, we'll go back to Puella. Puella is scattered little girl energy, so it's positive. It's just that, it loosens perceptions, and so you're not going to be as apt. Well, I guess you would be willing to change more with Puella energy, and be open to new ideas. Maybe the moon's in Gemini on the 3rd. On Tuesday, the human design channel active is transitoriness. Let's see, Mars governs magic, and the favorability is excellent. So you're rather ambitious on Tuesday with that Mars energy, and you're going to approach the day with optimism and joy. Stay focused and avoid scattering your energy in too many different directions. If tensions arise with a close partner, exercise some restraint so that the situation doesn't escalate into something neither of you can control. Express yourself with clarity and remain in a collaborative effort with others. Again, the uncomfortable truths coming up this week. Although you may feel somewhat driven by change and progress, it might be the best to keep your intention or plans to yourself in service to a higher goal. Focus on details and know that confusion is part of the transitional process, and that you have the self-discipline to make course corrections if needed. Sometimes people just want to get in the way of what you're doing. They want to be, negative Nellies or whatever, and they don't really support you. Maybe they're wanting the attention or whatever. So just, if you have to keep your plans to yourself, that's not going to be forever, but just, you might want to do that on Tuesday. So Wednesday the 4th, we have a 4 energy, so foundation and structure. We have material concerns as well. This is Hagalaz, the 9th rune of the Elder Futhark. It's going to be the Norn rune of the past. It's also known as the Witch rune, and it's destruction within an established framework. So you're not destroying everything, you're just making some changes there. Geomancy rune is Karser. Now that's self-imprisonment, and so that may be Hagalaz's job then to break through any self-imposed restrictions that you're putting on yourself. Because usually that's the directionality of Karser. It's not so much that you're being oppressed by someone else, although you could be, so if that's the case, then you have to figure out a way to break through all of that on Wednesday. Let's see, the moon's in Gemini until 2:17 in the afternoon. No human design channels active at 8 o'clock in the morning on Wednesday. The magical focus, Mercury governs, and the favorability of work and magic on Wednesday is actually excellent. I don't know why I have very bad there. I forgot to change that. It's actually excellent, I think. Let me double check. I know it's not very bad. At minimum, it's going to be, let's see, at minimum, it's going to be neutral. No, it's excellent. It's the 5th and 6th is going to be neutral, and then the 7th is going to be excellent. So yeah, I don't know what that is. I don't know what I did there. So, well, I'm still coming off the exhaustion from yesterday because we had to drive there and drive back. It's like a 4-hour drive or 3.5-hour drive both ways. So Grandma is tired. Anyway. Although a practical approach is needed on Wednesday, be certain not to prevent any progress without outmoded ideas or beliefs. Instead, let go of perceptions that hold you back by reestablishing a new framework from which to proceed. Again, don't throw the baby out with the bathwater, but make the kind of changes that you need to make in order to keep going. As the day progresses, patience may be necessary to avoid conflict with others. If stepping away seems like the best option, take a walk or find a new book to read or something. It may be that a new strategy is also needed, and some time away could be just what you need to regroup. Let go of what's no longer useful. Proceed with caution and restraint. Reject the notion of change, if only for the experience of it, knowing that more is at stake than others may realize. Make the best use of your natural timing, and success is inevitable. It's not the time to blow things up, in other words. It's really more time to take a look at the subtleties, take a look at how you can sculpt things, here and there, instead of taking a sledgehammer to something. So Thursday the 5th of August, we're looking at change and freedom versus restriction, protection with the 5. Perthrow, the rune of fate, is our rune for today. So who's gonna control your fate today? Fortuna Major is greater fortune. So you're gonna have to decide how is all that going to manifest, and who's going to control the process. The moon's in Cancer. My granddaughter's a Cancerian. I think though that my grandson's a Leo, so that's going to be interesting. He doesn't appear like a Leo, but we'll see. Human design channels, concentration for Thursday, the magical focus, Jupiter governs, and favorability is neutral. If you watch for synchronicities to appear on Thursday, a new opportunity might just drop into your lap. A creative approach may result in something innovative, so don't hesitate to explore new experiences. With the moon in Cancer and in the 11th house of relationships, you may prefer spending time at home with loved ones. Cancer is very nurturing, very homebound. Take time to reflect and acknowledge past woundings, especially those resulting from interactions with individuals closest to you. This is a time for great healing and insight, and to embrace your inner truth. Stay focused, but avoid a domineering attitude. Instead, remain open and compassionate for the struggles of others, and stay balanced irrespective of the circumstances. Maintain an attention to detail and take charge if others lose focus. Now on Friday the 6th, the 6 is a harmony, it's shared direction. Let's see, the rune is a Thala, and so again, this aligns well with that. This is tradition and family and protection and inheritance. Let's see, Laetitia, or joy. It portends good fortune. Happiness is the geomancy rune. The moon is still in Cancer. No human design channels active at 8 o'clock in the morning on Friday. Magical focus. Venus governs, and the favorability on Friday is neutral for work and magic. Your body is as much your sacred space as is your home. With the Delta variant spreading around the country, it's now necessary to take extra precautions to keep yourself and your family safe and healthy. And I guess that's true even if you have a vaccination. This is a pretty strong variant, and breakthrough is possible there. So we need to be very, very careful. Engage in activities that are calming and balancing on Friday. Are we still on Friday? I think so, yes, we're still on Friday. Let go of any resistance or frustrations you might be feeling, and accept any inner truths that arise. Be certain that you're on the right path, and be ready to make any course corrections required. Avoid superficiality with close partners, and dedicate yourself to a sensitive, compassionate approach. Trust the process and leave doubt behind. In the long run, you'll achieve more acceptance from others, and you'll likely feel more secure. Now on Saturday, the 7th of August, we're looking at a 7 energy. Now that's going to be balance, spirituality, magic, observation, letting things settle out before making a decision. The rune is Birkenau, the Earth Mother rune. It's healing, fertility, bringing something to fruition. My daughter-in-law is pregnant with our 3rd grandchild, and she's not ready to do that yet. That won't happen till January sometime, but she's in the process, right? She's in her Birkenau process. The moon is in Cancer until Leo at 12:32 in the morning. So right away it'll shift to Leo on Saturday, early in the morning. Human design channel that's active on Saturday's awareness. Saturn governs magic, and favorability on Saturday is actually excellent, not neutral. What did I forget to do all that? Forgot to put that in too. Well, I don't know. When it's your grandchildren, you just lose all sense of time and space and everything else. Nothing else matters. So anyway, healing continues to be the main focus for you and others on Saturday the 7th. Do your own due diligence and assume a defensive stance, especially around others who do not share your beliefs. It's not worth letting someone else's lack of impulse control interfere with your health, in other words. If socializing with close friends or family on Saturday, be sure that everybody's been vaccinated. Even so, it might be better to mask up or stay apart until the COVID situation improves. If tensions arise, stay calm without taking the bait. Although it's tempting to feel pessimistic, right now that emotion is going to cause you more problems than you need. Your independent nature will guide you in the right direction, irrespective of the harmful beliefs of others. I just think that unfortunately we had Lollapalooza. We've got Sturgis coming up. This I think this next weekend. Um, I think that assuming they're still going to have it, which they did last year, so I have no doubt that they will again. You know, these really, I mean, they portend disaster, frankly, and I think that we're all tired of it. I know that the president of France just put his foot down and said, you know what, those of you that don't want to cooperate, you deal with it, right? We're tired. We're tired of you impacting our lives. And so here's what's going to happen now. And you don't get to go anywhere unless you've been vaccinated. It's just that simple. And so I think they had like 1 million people or 500,000 people or something like that in one day that got vaccinated in France. And I just think that no matter what you might think about this, it's just time to drop resistance and let us all go back to living. You know, it's not fair. It's not fair that, you know, we're those of us that are concerned about our health have to not do things because of it. And we've been vaccinated, so to have a strain come through now that can impact that anyway, it's like, well, okay, that's just lovely. We know who did it. We know who's responsible for this whole scenario. And so just, you know, just stop it, you know? And the rest of us that have done what we need to do, are willing to mask up, are willing to get vaccinated, whatever, you know, we're tired of it. We're tired of having our lives impacted by other people that don't believe this, or think that there's no truth to it, or whatever it is they think. I don't even care what they think. Just stop it. You know, we all want to get back to life as normal as possible. And if we had all done this last year, this would have been over. And the fact that the new strains are developing, it's because of people that don't take care of this, right? That won't get vaccinated, that won't wear masks. They don't care, I guess. I don't know. Well, I guess the president of France, he doesn't care about them now. So I just thought it was hilarious that this is what he said. And it's like, wow, finally somebody said it. What the rest of us have been thinking all along. So, anyway, that's enough. We'll talk tomorrow. Somewhat Daily Tarot and Rune is tomorrow. And watch, I didn't do any correspondences. I didn't do a short video on Friday for that. I was too busy running around getting ready for Saturday, so for yesterday. So, anyway, I'm sorry about that. But it was, I think it was a very bad favorability anyway. So, I think that at the end of the day here, we all are in this whole thing together, and we need to, and if this situation is teaching us anything, it's that. So anyhow, thanks for watching. We'll talk again soon. Be good to yourself, be good to one another, and blessed be.